On this episode of China Uncensored, get your Vault-Tec vaults today and prepare for nuclear fallout. Hi, welcome to China Uncensored. I'm your host, Chris Chappell. You know, when I hear that confrontations in disputed territorial waters could potentially spark a world war, I think, hey, we should put a nuclear power plant there. Now I know potential war zones, or water, is not the place you would normally think is the ideal location for a nuclear power plant. But China begs to differ. In their 13th five-year plan, that's what the Communist Party calls a series of social and economic initiatives, they rolled out this, the ACPR-50S, a floating nuclear reactor platform. According to state-run People's Daily, the reactor can ensure steady supply of electricity for oil and gas exploitation and for islands development. You know, islands development, like the artificial islands they're developing in the South China Sea. Now, technically this won't be the world's first floating nuclear reactor. That title would go to the United States' fleet of over 100 nuclear-powered vessels, like submarines. The difference is China's will be used as a nuclear generator, not just for propulsion of the ship it's installed in. And to be fair, the US's nuclear fleet has proven to be safe. Slapping a Made in China sticker on it, though, might be a different matter. Construction will be in the hands of the state-owned China General Nuclear Power Corp. They aim to complete by 2020. Russia is expected to complete their own even sooner, by 2017. But China has even bigger nuclear ambitions. China already has 30 nuclear power plants, with 24 under construction. By 2050, China hopes to increase its nuclear energy generated by 100-fold. China's nuclear push is probably not meant to compete with its rival Japan in the number of radioactive monsters. But it's more an attempt to make China not look like this. Because everyone knows, if you want to protect the environment, nuclear energy is the clear winner. What do you think of China's plan to build a floating nuclear reactor? And how do you feel about radioactive monsters? Leave your comments below, and please help support the creation of this show on Patreon. Once again, I'm Chris Chappell. See you next time.
35 restaurants are in trouble with the Chinese government after adding that special something to their dishes.
Poppy powder. You know, that's the stuff used to make morphine, opium, and heroin. Stop accusing me of being funded by hostile foreign forces. You're completely wrong. I'm undermining China all by myself.